This week, I am going to wake up at 5 in the morning every single day. So my current sleeping pattern is a mess. I typically go to sleep around like 3, 4 in the morning. Yeah, it's bad. It is currently 3:30 in the morning and guess who's still awake? I desperately just saw my sleeping pattern. I do a lot of my editing in the evening time, and once I'm in editing mode, it can go on to the early hours. I just feel like my brain is more wired to like the night time. And even when I am in bed, I spend hours on my phone. Having such an extreme sleeping pattern has affected other aspects of my life. Like, I picked up bad habits when it comes to my eating, and also I think it just makes you less productive and lazy. So I'm kind of interested to see whether waking up earlier changes any of that. 7 days of waking up at 5 a.m. Let's go. Time to get up. It is way too early to be doing this. There's nothing else to do right now, so I might as well eat. This is the time I normally go to bed. It's so dark outside that the window's mirror right now. See? It's a window. And in the morning, I'm making waffles. I can't even remember the last time I even ate breakfast. I mean, I don't know if you can count this as breakfast. It's just so bad to eat first thing in the morning. But you know what? I'm a work in progress, guys. This is what waking up at 5 in the morning looks like. Day 1. I instantly noticed that I was so much more productive this week. I was getting so much done that it made me feel so good about myself that I wanted to do more. So this is a productivity chart. This is my old sleeping pattern where I used to wake up at noon, and this is my new sleeping pattern where I'm waking up at 5 a.m. When I used to wake up at noon, my productivity was about there, but what I'm noticing now is that now that I'm waking up at 5 a.m, my productivity has increased to its like a maximum potential. So you can see that there's been a massive increase in my productivity, and it's mainly down to waking up at an earlier time. Also, because I am waking up at 5 in the morning, the first and most obvious thing that we see is that I have much more hours in the day to get work done. Under my current sleeping pattern, I get most of my work done during this period. So by the time I would have normally woken up, I have already done most of my work. So I basically increased my workload by 50%. It's crazy to think how much time I used to waste and how inefficient it was to wake up at noon. This habit needs to go. There were a lot of positives to this challenge. For one, I was eating much more regularly. Granted, I wasn't eating the best food, but I was eating a lot more. Let's work on one problem at a time. I'm gonna do some food shopping now, and I'm feeling pretty good about it. Walk past the Pizza Hut, just walk past it. And that's shopping done. I couldn't manage the whole trip without buying my super noodles. I need to get these 5-minute noodles in my life. I can't live without them. I did buy some fresh food today too, and a lot of veg, and I even bought salad, which is so unlike me, but you know what? I think I'm gonna have salad this week. Once I was actually cooking, I kind of enjoyed the process, and I realized it wasn't that big of a deal. It wasn't that stressful. It's kind of hot, so I'm gonna burn myself. But here goes. That actually tastes pretty good. Oh my god. This actually tastes really good. It was worth it because the food tasted so much better than packet noodles. I genuinely believe that being a morning person changes your mentality on things. As a result of waking up earlier, I want to be more tidy and organized. So for example, I'm trying to make my desk empty so that I can work on it. My bed is always tidy now. I'm just more conscious of making things more efficient to get work done. It seems to be the case that no matter what time I wake up, I always go to sleep really late. I think the main thing I'm struggling with this challenge is falling asleep at an earlier time. I thought the hardest part would be waking up at 5 in the morning, but surprisingly I've been okay with that. The thing that I can't seem to shift is falling asleep at, say, realistically 10 p.m. I feel like I messed my body clock up so much that I physically cannot get to sleep at an early time. No matter what time I've woken up, no matter how tired I feel, my body will just not shut down. So I've basically kind of been running off like 2-3 hours sleep, and that's just not an efficient way to live. But this is only a 7-day challenge. I'm hoping that if I do stick with this, eventually my body clock will get used to it and I'll be a proper morning person with a decent night's sleep. That would be nice. No, I failed. I didn't wake up at 5 in the morning. I think sleeping late and having only a few hours sleep is finally caught up with me. And I did not get up at 5 in the morning. Having said that, now that I've had a decent night's sleep out, I feel great. You know what? It's the editing. I spend so much time editing, it's ridiculous.
Not wanting to be deterred, I decided to go to sleep earlier that night.
So it is 10:30 p.m. and this is the earliest I've ever gone to bed, ready to go to sleep. Hopefully tonight is the night I get a good night's sleep.
And just like that, we were back on schedule.
So it is day... Something that's been really surprising is how energetic I've been this week. I genuinely thought going into this I was going to be really grouchy and tired this whole week, but that really hasn't been the case. I've been quite positive and optimistic, which is so... I was not expecting. How have I been today? Pretty hyperactive actually. I've been hyper. I've been up since 5. Could you tell that I was up till 5? I've been pretty hyper apparently. I've been surprisingly positive and optimistic. Who am I? Dare I say it, I think I might be a morning person. That is something I did not know about myself.
I also had time to do things that I wouldn't normally do, such as playing on my keyboard or scrapbooking. I'd normally make up excuses that I just don't have the time, but this week, I had time. I'm really glad I did this challenge. It definitely opened my eyes. I realized how much I can get done in a day, and it also made me realize how many bad habits I have accumulated over the years, and it was just such a necessary... It was just me making excuses at the end of the day, and I'm glad that I got to tackle those habits and kind of break them down this week. I was convinced that I wasn't a morning person and that I was going to really struggle and hate this week, but I really enjoyed it. It was nothing like how I was expecting it to be. I was so positive, I was so energetic, I was so much more happier, and I felt better about myself because I got so much done and everything was like structured and organized, and I was like, I am on it. I'm definitely going to try and maintain this now. I probably won't wake up at 5 in the morning, maybe like 6 or 7. I don't want to go back to the way I was living before because that was just not great. And this week made me realize just how bad it was. So that old TAZ is gonna have to go. It's 2018, year of the new me, where I wake up early. And that rhymed. Yay me. I'm gonna stop now. So yeah, this has been me waking up at 5 in the morning every single day. Let me know what you guys want me to try next in the comment section below. Other than that, you can follow me on all my social media, links in the description box. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video and I shall see you guys next time. Bye!